Hi, it's Esther, and I'm back for another episode of Exploring Creativity. Here we are on a Sunday evening. Often it's a Saturday evening, but curfew comes down and all sorts of things happen, and I'm not so great at being consistent about time. Are you? Are you good at being consistent on time? So, anyway, if you have not joined us for Exploring Creativity before, you are in for such a treat. Isn't that what people say when they're doing TV shows? Okay, but you actually might enjoy it. Who knows? Try it out. Let me know if you enjoy it. So, yeah, we're going to do Exploring Creativity, and I share a piece of art with you. Often it becomes a series because they work together, and there's usually stories with them, even if it's not an obvious story, but there's stories. And so tonight I have a piece I'll share with you. But yes, so exploring creativity is looking at a piece of art, getting in depth with the questions and the thoughts and some of the ideas, the issues, the explanations, even though it still remains a mystery. Because, hello, it's a mystery to me why I'm doing it and how I'm doing it. So I can't even imagine what you're thinking. But it's so fun to go there. It's so much more fun to do this for me than to do a lot of the other things that I should be doing. And what else? Oh, I do have a couple of things I need to tell you. Next week, I'm so lucky. I will be able to interview Jason Gardner, who will share a few of his photographs. You can check him out. He has a very nice website with beautiful images. Jason Gardner. You can, if you have any problems with the spelling, just write me, but normally it's exactly how it sounds. And check his photos out. We'll be doing it on Friday in the afternoon French time, so it'll be some awful hour in the morning for US, but it's all recorded. You can find it here on my Facebook or on my YouTube channel, Esther Sharrow. I go for these really original titles. So check out my YouTube channel, check out my website. Everything is on my website. There's clothing, there's paintings, there's drawings, there's sculptures, and it puts things in context. There's a little bit of verbal explanation, and there's links to get to all of these videos. Exploring creativity, because where would you be without it? Okay, and also to let you know, today is my birthday, and I feel special on my birthday. I hope you feel special on your birthday. I always feel special on my birthday. It's very strange. It's kind of like I'm 8 and I'm wearing pink and I have a little princess hat on, or a wedding dress, which, congratulations, Molly and Stephen Stanley, for getting married. Okay, take it easy. Enjoy your marriage. Ha! Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. All right, so tonight, is there anything else I need to say? Oh yeah, like, share, subscribe, depending on if you're on Facebook or YouTube, this video. Or any other video, that's really a good thing if you do that for me. Yay, thank you, happy birthday, thanks Ivana. All right, so yeah, let's, we got art behind us, check out the art, here's the art, you've probably seen those, but it never hurts to see everything again. So we're gonna share some prints tonight from a series from 2014. And to remind you, because I'm sure it slipped your mind, I started printmaking in 2013. I've been making art since independently since 1991, but obviously I did my schooling before that in art making. So 91 and then 2013, so a long time later, I discovered printmaking, which is fabulous and really shakes things up when as far as the paintings go. It's changing techniques. But this work is, I do that, I touch my head, I touch my neck, and then I see it on the video, and I'm like, why am I touching myself so much? Oh, tics, les tics, we say in French. We say les tics, like compulsions, compulsiveness, getting compulsive. Getting compulsive is exactly what is about to happen when you look at this print. Okay, so, but it's going to be a few prints because things happened in them. And it's 2014, so I had started printmaking in, I think it was the spring of 2013. So I was pretty new to it. I still feel like I'm pretty new to it. There is so much crazy technology. Do it again. There's so much crazy technology stuff going on in printmaking that you gotta learn it, and it's hard to learn, and you mess it up a lot, and that actually can be a good thing. So anyway, let's look at this work and let's see what we have to say about it. And oh, by the way, you who are here with me now live, thank you for showing up. Showing up. Isn't that like what we're all doing here on Earth? We're just showing up. So here, now you're doing this to show up. You got all our different ways of showing up. Okay, let me get sidetracked. So I'm gonna flip the camera around so that you can see the prints I'm gonna talk to you about. And when I do that, sometimes it cuts off, so just give it a little jig forward and you'll find me again. Because I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. Okay, let's do this. Woo! And we're here. Okay, so this piece from 2014 probably wouldn't be a huge shock from you if you've been following all these episodes, because it has lots and lots of these little DNA-esque, knitted, connected vocabulary that I was working on at the time on paintings on a massive scale. So wait a minute, let's give you a, here. This is about how big it is. I mean, it's a 40 by 50 centimeters, but it's like a totally different, yeah, this is a great way to celebrate my birthday with exploring creativity and you, Ivana, and all this kind of stuff. So here, so wait a second, here's the size. Here's the size, the birthday size, that hand, which has an age. So anyway, and so the paintings that I've talked about before, like some of them were really big. You can see them on other episodes, massive, big. And it's a very, remember we were mentioning compulsiveness? Compulsive touching a neck or something. Well, this is slightly compulsive, inking movement, and it is even more compulsive because I'm going to tell you, normally it's all one line. So some of it comes out and up at you, and some of it goes behind, and it's all one line, one string, which I have mentioned before, and I'm just doing it again. But now it's all contained within this rectangle, going off the rectangle, which could be totally a thing. That could be a thing. But I'm interested in what happens when you use a bit of space. So we, who's we? Maybe there is a we. Maybe I have people who possess me when I'm working. I have no idea. But I wanted some space in there, little empty spaces that make it, I'm interested in negative space. I've mentioned that a million times on these episodes. And so I was trying to make negative space. Now this is what I will connect it to, and I don't have a visual for you, is for me, these negative spaces are not awkward enough. I tried to make them awkward only when I'm making real negative space. Like if I were to make the space around it, would it then for me be appropriately awkward? But as it is, it's a little bit of air. There's 3 of them. It's asymmetrical. It's a bit figurative. Again, figurative. I mean, you almost have like a Matisse movement. There's, the organic biomorphic form as opposed to the highly structural rectangular form. Are we getting a little bit, not subjective on this? Okay. So you've got like the little awkwardness of form. Now this is a blue ink that I like to use, Bleu de Prusse, Prussian blue. And so, because I like color, and when it comes to printmaking, color can be not an obvious thing to come across because it can be a bit black and white, unless you're working in other ways. I mean, you've seen Andy Warhol, there's color in there. There is color, but 2014, and I'm new to this, and I'm trying to figure out how to get color in there. So I'm using blue ink, but it's not enough for me. So I discover that if I add a second plate, I can get color. And then I'm happier. So we've got this Dusty Rose, with various, you know, actually, I don't know, on my screen and in front of me, different things are happening. But you've got, it's almost a suede experience with the Dusty Rose movement. So here, let me come back up. Very elegant, like scarily elegant. Like maybe we should splash mud on it and rip it up a little bit. But, or not, like, you know, something. And yeah, there she is. And lovely, you put just a mat board around it and you have just loveliness. Now the thing is, you have there's two plates here. So you've got that plate, that would be the metal that was etched, but not etched, but like acid eaten into it. It's an etching. And then I have a different one that gives the color. Now this is what happened, which for better or worse, it happened. I made a yellow one because I like yellow sometimes really bright because I think it's funny, huh? Frickin' bright, like outrageous yellow. But then look what happened. I messed up. I made an error. I made a mistake. Look at, I made 3 out of 5 of them, supposedly. I don't know if that's true or not. And look at, it's slipped. It's wrong. It's bad. It's unsellable. It's incorrect. It's wrong. But, you know, to be honest, I actually kind of like it like that. But that's me, you know. I like it wonky. I like it improper. How's the lighting, by the way? Let me change my lighting a little bit. Bring it around. You know, I gotta get my tech guys to do this kind of thing. So anyway, so the yellow slipped. And then, as sometimes I do, there's an error, there's a mistake, it's wrong. Although I did sign it, so I obviously am kind of attached to it. But it's a bit wrong, so I just kind of went with it. And here we have the other version. And this is where we get slipping rectangles. I mean, just, you know, if you're going to slip it, might as well just, like, slip it. Like, you're going to mess it up, like, really mess it up. Make it go further, you know? It's like steal your own mistake. Profit from it. I mean, that's probably how Jackson Pollock did it, you know? It's like, oh, shit, I just dribbled on the painting. Oh, frick it. Just put a lot of dribbles. So that's probably how it happens, you know? Like Picasso's blue period. There was probably a sale on blue paint, or somebody gave him a bunch of free blue pigment. And then suddenly there's a blue period, and it's famous and important. And Pollock is famous and important because he accidentally dribbled on his things. So this, you know, hey, crazy. You'd be crazy not to buy this immediately because it's going to be like as worth a Pollock. No, that one. That's the one. Oops. It's telling me I cannot rotate my phone. Okay, while I'm recording, I cannot rotate my phone. I didn't rotate my phone. Anyway, we're looking at that one. And we're looking at this one. Okay, so here we go. Didn't we agree previously that imperfection is good? I believe I have agreed that imperfection is good. I believe I pretty much say almost the same things every time. Good question, Ivana. And my response is, I think on these things, I say pretty much the same thing every time. Negative spaces, interconnection, messing things up. We're just saying it in a different way, you know, kind of like talking about the weather and talking about other things. But that gets metaphorical. Okay, and then we have, last but not least, this one. Now so now that's a messed up that works. And this one is not messed up. And I'm not going to show you some other ones because look at how perfect the yellow is. Speaking of imperfections, do you know how hard it is to keep yellow perfect when you're working with black? That mostly didn't happen. I have all sorts of these where there's just little dot speck smudges of black. And that's a bit of a problem. Like, I'm kind of picky about my imperfections, to be honest. And the black schmutzy on the yellow, I have not figured out how to make it work. It does not work for me. If it works for you, get in touch with me. I've got a bunch of them. It's very annoying to make a whole print and then have it be crap. Okay, so let's go. We've got the yellow. We've got the Dusty Rose. Yellow and Dusty Rose, in my opinion, really don't go together. But if they go together in your opinion, let me know. Yellow, dusty rose. Imperfection. See that slip? Look how nice that is. I need to make more of these. Anyway, okay. I think we're going to wrap it up because my daughter has made a Black Forest cake and it's in the fridge and I want to know more about it. I want to know more about it. I want to know more about you. Tell me something. Tell me something good. Tell me something good. And let's sign off. Am I going to make it a long goodbye? Can I think of some random thing to say and chatter on about? Just because I missed you. I wasn't here last night. Okay, and that was a real regret. I regret. At 7 p.m. last night, I was sitting in a cafe. This is not a regret. Actually, it's not a regret. It is a regret that I did not include you. Because it could have been a whole little creative exploring. What are we doing here? Exploring creativity without art. Because I was in Les Deux Magots having a drink, a birthday drink with my daughter, and I could have just flipped out the phone and I could have shared with you Les Deux Magots, which if you don't know, it's a cafe that is now a really touristy cafe that I've never been to in Paris, but it was basically like the dining room salon for Simone de Beauvoir and Jean-Paul Sartre. Hemingway went there, Bertolt Brecht, who else? Picasso. So it was pretty incredible, and I could have shared that with you. So it is possible there will be some alterations. I might figure out, I don't know, there might be some alterations to this whole exploring creativity thing. I've got to work it out. You will be seeing the results because I'm kind of attached to this whole exploring creativity with you in whatever form it takes. Even if you get to see all my bags under my eyes. At least I have lipstick on this time. And I brushed my hair, which is really what matters. So yeah, we might, it was just too much of a regret. I could have shared that with you and then I would have shared the prints another time. We've got the photographs of Jason. And we will have Ivana's photographs the minute we can get ourselves organized because Ivana, I don't know if you know this, Ivana, how do you pronounce your name? Kalvacheva. I love you and adore you, and I never pronounce your last name, is an amazing photographer. And when we can get in there too, it's going to be so good. So we'll explore creativity there. We'll explore creativity with Jason Gardner. I've got other people that I'm trying to seduce into this ridiculous space, a space of my own. Yeah, so that's turning into a long goodbye. I love my long goodbyes. Why don't I shut up now? Okay, I've got cake to go eat. And I love you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being receptive. Remember to like, share, or subscribe, or leave a comment, or all that hazarai. Or don't, just show up. Okay, if you made it this far, that's good enough. Holy heck. Okay, take it easy. Enjoy the better weather. Enjoy it all. Stay healthy. Love you. And we'll see you next week, somewhere, somehow. Ciao. Oh, Friday, Jason Gardner in his studio. It's going to be amazing. Okay.